Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1969 Pennant race is on the air. Today's date is September 25th, 69. This is the final day of the Pennant race before we go into the final week. We are at Tiger Stadium for a big game between the Washington Senators and the Detroit Tigers. The Senators come into this game a record of 79 and 76. The Tigers a record of 86 and 69. But let's take a look at the standings as of today. We'll start with the American League East. The Baltimore Orioles have clinched home field throughout. The road to the World Series will go through Baltimore. The Boston Red Sox, their magic number is 2 to clinch second place. To clinch second place and probably the number 3 seed. The Detroit Tigers, their magic number tonight is 1. There is 86 plus 76 is 162. The Senators are mathematically alive, and because the board record is still pretty close, the Senators still have a shot. A Detroit win tonight will eliminate the Senators, and we will have our American League teams in the postseason. Senators must win tonight to stay alive. Detroit wins tonight, they are in, and they will clinch at least the postseason. They'll clinch a postseason berth. They are still 5.5. They're still 5.5 back of the Red Sox for third. But a Boston, and we're only doing 1 day of 10-minute ticker tonight. In the American League West, this is still very much up for grabs. The Oakland Athletics are now 1 game back of the Twins. So this still, whoever, of course, wins the division will avoid the wild card series and will not have to play a wild card game. So the American League West, that final week will determine what happens. National League East, the New York Mets have a half game lead on the Cubs. The Pittsburgh Pirates have taken over third place in the division from the Cardinals. The Cardinals got swept by the Mets in 10-minute ticker and are now a game and a half back of the Pirates. The final week will decide who will win this, who will become the third place team and make it into the postseason. In the National League West, the San Francisco Giants are only 1 game back of the Braves to win this division and avoid the wild card series. The Dodgers are 4.5 back of the Braves. Dodgers' magic number to clinch third place is 4. The Houston Astros right now are at 500. They still are alive. 5 back, though, of the Dodgers for third. The Cincinnati Reds, they are now under 500, and right now they do not figure. That is your standings as we go in tonight. Philip Reynolds, Beatles Eternally, DB, Ben Witz, and Chuck Rawlings are first to join us here at Tiger Stadium. And when it comes to Beatles Eternally, we all know that if you need help, he's the guy to ask, and that counts. The Senators historically won this game tonight. The Senators had 7 runs, 9 hits, and no errors. The Tigers 2 runs, 3 hits, and an error. But we all know that this could be a game. If the Tigers win, they're in. Senators win, they are still mathematically alive. But we will see what happens tonight as we begin the final day of the pennant race, with the final week beginning on Thursday night with a travel day tomorrow. And what game that is? Well, when I do the final week, I don't choose the next game until after the ticker. So we'll see what happens after the ticker. In the meantime, we got a ball game to play. Let's get to it. Starting pitcher for the Detroit Tigers tonight is Mike Kilkenny. 8 wins, 6 losses, 2 saves, a 3.38 ERA, 97 strikeouts, 62 walks, and 69. We are at Tiger Stadium, and of course, it's a hitter's park. 176 home runs hit there, plus 3 to strikeouts, nothing to walks or homers. So we are all set and ready to go. It is time to play some serious baseball. Let's get things going here. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Senators will be the shortstop, Ed Brinkman, 266 average, 2 homers, 43 RBIs. We're going to use blue, white, and white dice. Tigers are the home team. The fans here are ready. They're knowing the Tigers can clinch a postseason berth tonight. And, of course, the standings going into the final week will be posted into the Universal Baseball Association Lounge. So you will see, okay, those standings as we go into the final week. But let's play some baseball tonight. Kilkenny, 5-1. That's a walk plus 2-10. And the first thing he's going to do is walk Brinkman. So a leadoff walk to Brinkman. And that will be the first walk for Kilkenny. Infield, a double play. And the next batter will be the second baseman, Zoyo for Salas. He started with the Cleveland Indians in 1969. He is on the Senators now. 236 average, a homer, and 19 RBIs in 69. Nothing on the strat. Brinkman will stay put. Kilkenny, 3-1, strikeout 16. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He'll go ahead and get for Salas. And that is the first strikeout. Actually, I really think that's a called strikeout, and it is, but I'll say he swung and missed at that one. One down. Next batter will be the first baseman, Frank Howard. He's at first tonight. 296 average, 48 bombs, 111 RBIs. Howard was one of the best players that year. Nothing happening with Brinkman. Kilkenny, 4-3. And against the righty, it's a home run result. Against the lefty, Howard is a 20. And I think that just does it right about there. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone. Home run, Frank Howard. And the Senators take a quick lead. A 4-3 against the righties, a straight home run result. Howard has a 20, just like that, no problem. If you throw a meatball to Howard, it's instant lasagna. It's 2-0 Sens. And that will bring up the third baseman, Ken McMullen. 272 average, 19 homers, 87 RBIs in 69. Jeremy Brooks joins us here at Tiger Stadium and XSG2. Oh, by the way, yesterday, Pete Rose hitting for the cycle in my game yesterday. He never hit for the cycle in his entire career. Kilkenny, 1-4, strikeout 10. Called strike 3 on McMullen. Got him. And that'll be the second strikeout for Kilkenny for out number 2. And next up will be the right fielder, Brant Allier, 249 average, 11 homers, and 40 RBIs in 69. Kilkenny, 3-4 against the righty. It's a blank. Allier, 6-1, and against the lefty, it's a base hit. He hits that one pass short. And another runner on. And now the center fielder, Del Unser, 286 average, 7 homers, 57 RBIs in 69. Infield is back. Allier did have a stolen base that year. He will not get one here. Kilkenny, 1-5. Against the lefty, it's an automatic out, and it will be a fly to left, and it will be taken care of by Tom Tresh, and he'll make the catch and retire the side. 2 runs, 2 hits, a 2-run bomb by Frank Howard, and a walk, and we go to the bottom of the first. So, yes, if anybody did not watch my game yesterday between the Dodgers and the Reds, Pete Rose hit for the cycle, a 4-hit cycle, home run, single, double, triple, home run, home run, single, double, triple. So for those of you who did not watch that game yesterday, you may want to watch that replay because that's probably going to be one of the game of the years. We go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Washington Senators is Dick Bosman, one of their best pitchers that year. 14 wins, 5 losses, save, a 2.20 ERA, 99 strikeouts, 39 walks. But now we'll see if the Tigers can come back. Leading off, center fielder Mickey Stanley, 235 average, 16 homers, 70 RBIs in 69. Bosman, 1-4, strikeout 9, and that's just going to miss. Stanley, 3-5, and that is a grounder to first. Handled easily there by Frank Howard. He'll take it to the bag himself. Next up is the left fielder, Tom Tresh. He's in left field for this game. 211 average, 14 homers, 46 RBIs in 69. Bosman, 3-2. That's a blank. Tresh, 2-1. Ground out to second. That'll be handled by Versalis, and he will throw it over for the out. 2 down, and that will bring up the right fielder, Jim Northrup, a 295 average, 25 homers, 66 RBIs in 69. Bosman, 2-6, error on a grounder. Northrup, 6-6, and that's a ground ball to second. That ball is hit to Versalis. His error rating is a 6. That's a 20. He won't make an error. Versalis instead will make the play, and that is a 1-2-3 inning on the Cats. 2-0 after 1. Top of the second. Leading off for the Senators will be the left fielder, Dick Smith, a September call-up pretty much, 107 average that year. Kilkenny, 1-1, that's at the park. Tiger Stadium, 3-3, that's a ground out to short. That'll be handled there by Cesar Gutierrez, and he will toss it over to first. Next batter was the catcher, Paul Casanova, 216 average, 4 homers, 37 RBIs in 69. Kilkenny, 6-1. That is a blank. Casanova, 4-2. And against the lefty, that's ground ball to short. Once again, handled by Gutierrez. And he will toss it over for the out. And now we'll see the pitcher, Dick Bosman, 094 average and 4 RBIs that year. Kilkenny, 4-3. Against the righty, it says home run result, but Bosman didn't have any. 6-1. Instead, they'll just make a comebacker back to Kilkenny, and Kilkenny will get that and throw it over and retire the side. Kilkenny better stop throwing meatballs over the plate. But that is a 1-2-3 inning for Kilkenny. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Cats will be the first baseman, Norm Cash, a 280 average, 22 bombs, 74 RBIs in that year. Bosman, 3-2. That is a blank. Cash, 1-5, and that's flied to left field. And it will be Dick Smith getting to that for the out. Next batter, the second baseman, Tommy Matchick, a 242 average, no homers, 32 RBIs that year. I don't know why I'm on this track. Nobody on base. 1-4, strikeout 11, cold strike 3 on Matchick. He got him. And that is going to be the first K for Bosman. And now we'll see the catcher, Bill Freehan, a 262 average, 16 homers, 49 RBIs. Chuck Rawlings believes that Bill Freehan belongs in the Hall of Fame. Ron McGrath joins us here at Tiger Stadium. Bosman, 5-6. That is a blank. Freehan, 5-6. And that's popped out to third. And McMullen's going to get to that. And he'll make that catch in foul territory. And that will end the inning. 1-2-3, go the Cats. Still 2-0 Sens after 2. Cats win, they're in. Senators win, they stay on life support. Top of the third, leading off for the Sens will be Ed Brinkman, and he walked and scored his first time up. Put it on Bank America card. Kilkenny will go ahead and pitch. Kilkenny, 2-3, strikeout. That's too high. Brinkman, a 6-2, and that's grounded to short. Cesar Gutierrez will go ahead and get that and throw it over. Here's Versalis. Versalis is 0 for 1. Kilkenny, 6-4. Walk. Yep, that 4 is ball 4, and he'll walk Versalis. So now Versalis draws a base on balls. Second walk issued by Kilkenny. It will now bring up Howard, who bombed one his first time up. Infield is a double play. Kilkenny's got to be careful with Howard. Strategy, and Versailles will stay where he is. Kilkenny, 6-5, walk. Yep, that's ball 4 as well in the 5. And now runners at first and second for the Sens. And that is the third walk issued by Kilkenny. And it will bring up McMullen. McMullen is 0 for 1. Strategy, nothing on the 17. Kilkenny will go ahead and deal with McMullen. Fans here at Tiger Stadium came here to celebrate a postseason berth. But right now, the Senators are saying we're not going quietly into the night. Kilkenny, 2-5. That is an automatic out. And that's going to be a ground ball to second. 2, 3, 4. Shortstop, Pivot Gutierrez, 0. 1-4. It's a double play. No. Versailles will get to third. Howard easily thrown out at second. McMullen makes first. And that's out number 2. And that does give the Senators another chance. Cannot turn the 2 on the fielder's choice. It will now bring up Allier. Allier got a single his first time up. You got to turn those. You got a 1-4 chance to turn a double play. You got to make those double plays. Strategy. Nothing on the 18. Nobody moves. Kilkenny looking in on Allier. Fans are set, hoping for a good pitch. Kilkenny, 5-5. Strikeout. Got him. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the inning is over. That is the third K for Kilkenny. No runs, no hits, a couple of walks. But the Tigers get out of that little jam. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Chuck Rawlings says, put it on Bank Americard. I hate to say this, as I said there for Bill Freehand, I don't think I'd even finance it. Bottom of the third, leading off will be the third baseman, Don Wirt, recently passed away. 225 average, 14 homers, 50 RBIs in 69. Bosman, a 1-2 against a righty. Strikeout, 8. Called, nope, that's a swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that will be the second K for Bosman. And now we'll see the shortstop, Cesar Gutierrez, 236 average, and nothing else across the board there. Gutierrez pretty much was a September call-up. Bosman, 2-1, strikeout 6. That is a called strike 3. Struck him out. Third K for Bosman as the Senators trying to stay alive. And now we'll see the pitcher, Mike Kilkenny. Only had 37 at-bats. Is an 0.54 average and 4 RBIs that year. Bosman, 4-3. That's a range play. Kilkenny, 1-5. That's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Brinkman. Brinkman's range is a 4. And it's going to get past him. Mike Kilkenny will get a single. Mike Kilkenny will get on first with a base hit right past short. A seeing eye single, it gets right by him. And Mike Kilkenny says, DH? I don't need no stinking DH. It'll bring up Stanley. Stanley's 0 for 1. First hit of the game for the Tigers. 2-0, though, favor of the Senators. Kilkenny not really a threat to do anything, and he will not do anything. Bosman, 6-4, strikeout 13. That will be too high. Stanley, 5-4, and it's a line drive right to short. Brinkman will grab that, and that will end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Tigers. 2-0 in favor of the Sens after 3. By the way, who was the pitcher that homered last night? Lost in the cycle. That was Jim Maloney. And unfortunately, I still haven't seen Brian B. Where has he been lately? That game last night really was for him. I hope he watches it. I really do. I haven't seen Brian B. What is he like, on vacation or something? I hope he watches it. We go to the top of the fourth because he always wanted to see Jim Maloney on the He always wanted to see Jim Maloney on the board. Marlon Price joins us here at Tiger Stadium. There is no Fluffy Cat on this channel. And you also don't see hitters hitting for the cycle on that other channel with the Fluffy Cat, by the way. Top of the fourth inning, Del Unser leads off for the Sens. He's 0 for 1. Kilkenny. And it is a sewer dice. We'll just re-roll that. And that will be a 3-4. And against the lefty, that's an automatic out. And that's going to be a grounder to second base. Taken care of there by Matchick. And Matchick throws it over for the out. Next batter is Smith. Smith is 0 for 1. Kilkenny will pitch. Kilkenny, 5-2, error on a grounder. Smith, 2-6. That's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Gutierrez. His error rating is a 16. That's an 11. It's going to handcuff him. It's going to drop to the turf, and Smith is going to be safe. So that will be an E6. That'll be the first error on the Tigers. They did have an error in the game historically. And the next batter will be Casanova. Casanova's 0 for 1, infield double play. Sometimes you can see pitchers hitting home runs on the Tabby channel, but you don't see any batters hitting for the cycle on the Tabby channel. You can ask Baseball with the Demos. He said he has never had a hitter hit for the cycle. I have 3 of them. One by Rose, one by Schmidt, and one by Cedeno. I believe the other one was it was Cedeno, Cesar Cedeno. I got to check. I forget who hit the second cycle. But I have 3 of them. But I also have a no-hitter, but not an inside pitch. Payoff pitch, I have the no-hitter, but not an inside pitch yet. Strategy roll, nothing on the 18. Casanova will swing away. Kilkenny, 2-6 against a righty. It's a blank. Casanova, 5-2. That's a ground ball to short. 3-4-5. Second base pivot is Matchick a 0. A 1-5, it'll be a double play. And, of course, it's a 6. The throw will go to first, and Smith will get to second base, and that's out number 2. Man, again, a 1-5, a double play, and it always seems to be a 6. That's a ground ball to short. The only play that Gutierrez had was a throw to first. That allows one more batter, but it is the pitcher, Bosman. Bosman is 0 for 1. Smith on at second. He'll stay at second. Kilkenny, 5-3. Wild pitch. A possible pass ball. Freehand's pass ball rating is a 3. And it bounces off his chest protector and will roll to the backstop, and Smith will go to third. That will be a pass ball. So Bill Freehand, who Chuck Rawlings thinks belongs in the Hall of Fame, allows a pass ball and allows Smith to go to third. Now the Tigers got to get out of the inning. Kilkenny will pitch to Bosman, though. Bosman, only an 094 hitter. Kilkenny, 3-3 against a righty. No, actually 3-3. Possible error. Bosman, a 6-6. It's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Don Wirt. His error rating is a 6. That's a 10. Wirt will not make an error. He'll hold on to it. Throws to first to get the out, and that will do it. No runs, no hits. There was an error and a pass ball, but the Senators unable to do anything with it. And we go to the bottom of the 4th with them still holding on to a 2-0 lead. Okay, just put it on Monopoly money. Put it on Monopoly. You want me to waste Monopoly money on Bill Freehand? I don't know about that, Chuck. I don't know that, Chuck. I don't know. Yes, it does feel great to have a cycle happen or a no-hitter or something like that. And of course, some of the crazy games I have had on this channel. And trust me, we got a lot more games to go. I'm going to continue doing this until I probably wind up in the ground. And although I have a funny feeling if that does happen, I think you guys expect me to still play the next game. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Tom Tresh will lead off for the Big D. He's 0 for 1. So we got lots of inside pitch seasons to do. Bosman. Wow, okay. I'll leave that there. 1-2 against the switch left. Walk, and that 2 is good. It will be ball 4. He will walk Tresh. So we'll lead off walk to Tresh. And now the batter is Northrup. That doesn't happen every day when the D20 lands on the D6. Infield at double play. Put you in your will. Why? I don't have anything. Strategy roll. And Tresh will stay where he is. Bosman. A 3-4. Strikeout 13. That just missed. Northrup. 1-4. And it's a ground ball to second. 2-2-3. Second base, a shortstop pivot, Brinkman +1, a 1-4. It's a double play. No. The throw will go to first, taken care of there by Brinkman. Knew he had no, not to Versailles, knew he had no play. He throws to first for the out, and that's one down. So Tresh moves on to second base, and that will bring up Cash. Cash is 0 for 1. All your tabletop games, and the Florida Panthers Stanley Cup. Whoa, I don't know about that Florida Panthers Stanley Cup. Strategy, nothing on the 13. Tresh on at second. Bosman will go ahead and deal. Bosman, 6-4, strikeout 10, got him. Called strike 3 on Cash. And that is the 4th K by Bosman. He's getting a lot of help from Tiger Stadium. And now the batter is Matchick. Matchick is 0 for 1. Tresh on at second. Fans here in Detroit want to see the Tigers clinch the playoffs. Strategy roll. Nothing happening. Bosman, 2-5. Walk. 15 is high. Matchick. 4-3. And it's a base hit to center field. Tresh with 2 outs, base runner 5, single to center +2. Not a chance. Tresh will come around. He will score. It's 2-1. Matchick comes through with a big RBI single to get the Tigers on the board. And it will now bring up Freehan. Freehan is 0 for 1. 2-1 now. Bosman will go ahead and pitch. Strategy roll for Matchick. He stays put. Bosman, he will deal. Bosman, 5-5. That's at the park. Tiger Stadium, 5-3. And it's a ground ball to first. That'll be handled by Frank Howard. He'll take it himself. And that will end the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, and a walk. An RBI single by Matchick. But it's now 2-1 after 4. Rob, how do you decide which runner is out on a failed double play if the run rating is the same? Remember, if it's a 6, it's automatically the batter at first. A 6 is automatically the batter at first. But if a possible fielder's choice, it depends on where the ball was hit to and the base running rating of the runner at first. I'll have to show you, real quick. Ed Brinkman, let's say Brinkman's on first base. His base running rating is a 4. Okay. On a double play chance, if it's hit to third, second, or short, his base running rating becomes a 3. If, let's say, the double play chance is a 2, all right? A 1 or a 2, it's a double play. A 3, Brinkman would be safe because he's being held. He's being held at first base. But if it was hit to first base, his base running rating stays the same. That's it very much in a nutshell. Doug Hunt joins us here at Tiger Stadium. We go to the top of the 5th. And speaking of Ed Brinkman, he's the leadoff batter. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Kilkenny, a 4-6, strikeout 5, and called strike 3 on Brinkman. He got him. And that is the 4th K for Kilkenny, 1 out. Next batter is Versailles. Versailles is 0 for 1 with a walk. Tigers win. They clinch the 3rd place in the American League East and are in the postseason. Seedings, however, are still up for grabs even after tonight. Senators win. They are still mathematically alive. Kilkenny, 2-5. That's an automatic out. And that's going to be a grounder to second base, handled there by Matchick. And Matt Chick tosses it over, 2 down. And now the batter is Howard. Howard had a bomb his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Kilkenny, 4-1. Kilkenny, home run chance. Lefty, 1-14. The 12 is good. And Frank Howard just hit his second bomb of the game. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone. Home run, Frank Howard. And actually, I made a mistake. A 1-12. He's a righty. A 1-12 is a chance. And that's still a 12. He still got it. Stadium groans. Second home run of the game for Frank Howard. He hits another bomb off of Kenny, and it's now 3-1. They may just want to walk him. Next batter is McMullen. McMullen is 0 for 1. McMullen is 0 for 2. Howard's a righty, doesn't matter. I know, I just checked it. Kilkenny will go ahead and pitch. Kilkenny, 1-5 against the righty. It's a blank. McMullen, a 2-1. That's fly to left. That'll be handled there by Tresh. He will make the catch and retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit. Frank Howard hits his second home run of the ball game. It's now 3-1 in favor of the Senators. Bottom of the 5th. Leading off for the Tigers will be Don Wirt, and he's 0 for 1. The only thing I like this, actually, the only thing the dice just bounce a little too much. Bosman, 5-6, that's a blank. Wirt, 5-4, that's a fly to right. That'll be handled there by Allier, and Brant Allier will make the catch. 1 down. Next batter, Gutierrez, he's 0 for 1. Bosman, 5-3, walk, 5, that's ball 4, and Gutierrez will trot to first. So next, a 1-out walk. The batter now is Kilkenny. Now, Kilkenny, he can still pitch to 5 more batters before he tires, but I do not think they would yank him this early, so I think he'll lay down the bunt. Corners will come in, strategy roll first, and Gutierrez will stay where he is. Kilkenny will lay down the bunt. Bosman, 6-1, that's a blank. Mike Kilkenny bunts it, and he bunts it right at the plate. That'll be picked up by the catcher, Casanova, and his bunt rating will be a 3 since it was taken by him. And that is a 13, and that's going to be a successful sacrifice bunt. So a nice bunt by Kilkenny will move Gutierrez over to second, but that will be out number 2, though. So sacrifice hit at the catcher spot, and he will move Gutierrez over. But now the batter is Stanley. Stanley is 0 for 2. How about a home run cycle tonight? Howard's had a solo and a 2-run blast. Who knows? Gutierrez on at second. Bosman will pitch to Stanley. Strategy. Nothing on the 13. Bosman, 3-4. Strikeout. 16 is high. Stanley, 2-4. And it's a fly out the left. That'll be handled there by Dick Smith. And he'll get over there and make the catch and retire the side. Nothing across except a walk and a bunt. And after 5, it's 3-1 Senators. Senators saying, no, we want more. We want to play more baseball. Tigers trying to wrap up the final postseason spot in the American League. There will only be 5 teams from the American League, so there'll be the 5 versus the 4 in the wild card, and that will be it. We will have 2 wild card series games in the National League, as everybody in the National League that are in the postseason hunt are above 500. Top of the 6th, Mike Kilkenny will continue to pitch. And Brant Allier will lead off for the Senators. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Kilkenny, 6-3. That's at the park. Tiger Stadium, 4-6. That's grounded at the plate. Bill Freehan has to make an error check. After that's a 14, he's not going to make an error. Remember now in the version 4 rules, anytime the catcher comes up, you now roll to see if there's an error. His error rating is an 8. That's a 14. Freehan will get it, and he'll throw to first for the out. As Chris Davis, the creator of Inside Pitch, wanted some more catcher errors besides a bad throw to second on a steal attempt. Here's Unser. He's 0 for 2. Cutter Historical joins us here at Tiger Stadium. Kilkenny will go ahead and pitch. Kilkenny, 4-5. Strikeout 8. Called strike 3. Got him. And that's going to be strikeout number 5 for Kilkenny. As right now, these batters are not swinging the bat, but Kilkenny and Bosman are putting them over. Here is Smith. Smith reached on an error his last time up. He is 0 for 2. Kilkenny, 6-2. Strikeout 1. Now that is a swing and a miss and struck him out. Side retired. 6 strikeout for Kilkenny. And 1, 2, 3 go the Senators. We go to the bottom of the 6th. But right now, Dick Bosman is pitching like the pitcher he did that year. Leading off for the Big D will be Tom Tresh. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Bosman, a 2-2. Strikeout, swing and a miss. Struck him out. He got Tresh. And that is the 5th K for Bosman. 1 away. And now here's Northrup. Northrup is 0 for 2. Bosman, a 6-5. That is a home run chance. Lefty, 1-7. The 9 is going to miss. Northrup, a 3-6. Instead, he grounds it to short. Taken care of there by Brinkman. And over to first it goes. 2 down now for Cash. Cash is 0 for 2. Bosman having a heck of a game tonight for the Senators. Bosman, 3-5. That's a blank. Cash, a 5-4. And that's a base hit. Cash keeps it going with a single past second. Hits have come at a premium for the Tigers tonight. It'll be up to Matchick. He has the only RBI in the game. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Cash will stay at first. Bosman will deal with Matchick. Fans here at Tiger Stadium hoping Matchick can keep the inning going. Bosman, 3-5. That's a blank. Matchick, 5-4. It's a fly ball to center field. That'll be handled there by Del Unser. He'll make the play and retire the side. No runs and a hit for Bosman. And after 6, it's still 3-1 in favor of the Senators. Frank Howard doing all the damage. In case you're also wondering, the Detroit Tigers have a record of 5 wins and 1 loss, okay, on the board. The Senators are 3-2. If the Tigers lose this game, they would go to 5-2, and the Senators would go to 4-2. And it's very possible I could have one more game with either of these teams in the final week. That is why I'm saying the Senators are mathematically still in. If the Senators were under 500 on the board, the Tigers would have already clinched because the board record is the first tiebreaker I utilize. Then most runs scored on the board, and then most net runs, but I've never had to go there. We go to the top of the 7th, 3-1 Senators. Paul Casanova will lead off. He is 0 for 2. Kilkenny can pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. This will probably be his last inning. So we'll see if he can finish out the inning here in the top of the 7th. Kilkenny, 1-2, strikeout, 17 is high. Casanova, 2-1, and that is fly to right. Jim Northrup says he'll get there, and he'll make the play. And that's the first play made by Jim Northrup. He was out there eating sandwiches before he had to make that catch. The next batter will be Bosman. He'll bat. He's 0 for 2, but he's pitching a heck of a gem tonight, keeping the Senators alive in this season. Yeah, the Yankees are already eliminated, by the way. Kilkenny, 1-3. Range play at the park. Tiger Stadium, 4-5. It's pumped up behind the plate, and that's the catcher. That's Bill Freeham. Now, it is a range play. You do not check for an error on a range play with the new rules, and I'll show you. And you'll just be sure here that says check for error on all non-range G2 results for the ballpark card and P2 results. So it's a range play still, though, and that's a range play for Freeham. His range is a 4. Make the catch in foul territory. 2 outs. Wow, Bosman popped it up behind the plate, but he will go ahead and make the play. And I just want to check one thing there. It did say non-G2 about non-P2. Let's see. Yeah, do check it all non-range P2 regard from ballpark card. It's actually right here because that was actually a P2, not a G2. The new version 4 rules are not the version 4 rules are not available yet. He is still working on them, and I actually sent an email to see what was up. So who knows? 2 outs. Kilkenny is tired. He will pitch to Brinkman. Brinkman is 0 for 2 with a walk. Kilkenny will go ahead and deal. Kilkenny, 3-3 against a righty. It's a home run result, but against the lefty, Brinkman has a 0, so it's not going to be a home run. Brinkman, a 3-2. He does hit the center, a deep fly ball to center field. Mickey Stanley will go ahead and get to that one and make the catch and retire the side. Believe it or not, Mike Kilkenny has done a heck of a job. He's only given up 3 runs on 3 hits, but 2 of those hits were home runs by Howard. He actually did a pretty good job tonight, minus the 2 home runs. Senators have a 3-1 lead. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we still have 10-minute ticker. It's a one-day 10-minute ticker, as last night was the final day of the 69 series season with the 3-day 10-minute ticker. There will be no baseball tomorrow night. It will be a travel day. The 1969 final week will start on Thursday. What game we're going to play? Don't know yet. We'll find out after the 10-minute ticker, because I always like to ask you guys and see what you think. Bottom of the 7th here. Senators lead 3-1. Dick Bosman's had a heck of a game. The Tigers are just not getting past them. Bill Freehand leads off. He's 0 for 2. Bosman will continue to pitch here in the bottom of the 7th. Bosman, 4-3. Walk. Ball 4. That's a 1 easy, and Freehand will trot to first. Oh, wait a minute. I said 4-3. I'm sorry. That's a range play. My bad. I'm not reading things. I got to get better glasses. That's a 4-3. That's a range play. My bad. Freehand, 6-1. Fly ball to center. Going after that is Del Unser. He was pretty good. His range is a 4. And he'll make the catch. It's out number 1. So unfortunately, I took a base runner off for the Tigers. But that will be a fly ball to center field. And Unser will make the catch. Next batter is Wirt. Wirt is 0 for 2. Bosman, 5-1. That's a walk, but the 13 is going to be too high. Wirt, 4-6. Ground ball to short, taken care of there by Brinkman. And Brinkman throws it over for out number 2. 2 away. Now the batter's Gutierrez. Gutierrez is 0 for 1 with a walk. Bosman sets in. Fans here at Tiger Stadium were hoping the Tigers would clinch tonight. Bosman, 6-2. That's a blank. Gutierrez, 1-4. That's another ground ball to short, handled by Brinkman. He'll take care of it. Throws it over, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3, go the Cats. Dick Bosman having a great game tonight, 3-1 after 7. Is he going to add in video replay from modern era games? We go to the top of the 8th. Kilkenny is tired. Zoilo Versalis will go ahead and lead off. He is 0 for 2. Kilkenny is coming out of the game. He is done. And the Tigers, believe it or not, the Tigers really are not going to lose because of him. They just can't get the ball. They just can't figure out Bosman, even though Frank Howard did get a couple of bombs off of him. Let's see, a whole bunch of righties coming up. So let's see who the Tigers are going to bring out to pitch. And it is going to be Tom Timmerman. 4 wins, 3 losses, save, a 2.73 ERA. Kilkenny does leave with the L. But Timmerman coming on to pitch. So Zoilo Versalis will lead off for the Senators. Timmerman, 1-6, strikeout 10, got him, swing and a miss. Struck him out. Timmerman will go ahead and get that. Now the batter is Howard. Howard is 2 for 2 with 2 bombs. He has all 3 of the Senator RBIs. Timmerman, 3-4, strikeout 7. They'll get him this time. Struck him out, 2 away. As they will get Howard now. And now here's McMullen. McMullen is 0 for 3. Timmerman will set up there and pitch. Timmerman, 3-4, strikeout 16. That just missed. McMullen, 4-3, and it's a base hit. He'll hit that one into center field. And McMullen keeps the inning going. Single to center. The batter is Allier. And Allier is 1 for 3 with a single. McMullen is on first. Strategy rolls are still happening. Nothing on the 18. Timmerman looking in on Allier. Fans here at Tiger Stadium know they got to get a good pitch. Timmerman, 4-3, walk 7. That was not a good pitch. That was ball 4. And now the Senators have runners at first and second. And now the batter is Unser, and he's kind of due. Unser had a 286 average in 69. He is 0 for 3 tonight. You kind of think Unser is due. Remember the last time I said that? McMullen on at second, Allier on at first. Timmerman, strategy roll. Nothing on the 15. Timmerman looks in on Unser. Timmerman with the pitch. Timmerman, 1-6, strikeout 6. Cold strike 3 on Unser, and that will get him out and end the inning. Timmerman strikes out the side, though. No runs, a hit, and a walk. But the Senators still leading 3-1, keeping their postseason hopes alive. Bottom of the 8th, Bosman can pitch to 3 more batters before he tires. And we're going to see a pinch hitter for Tom Timmerman as he will come out of the game. And coming on to pinch hit for the Tigers will be Willie Horton. 262 average, 28 homers, 91 RBIs that year. So Bosman, he's going to stay out there. Nice job by Timmerman, though. But the Tigers got to get some runs. Bosman, 5-6. That's a blank. Horton, 5-5, base hit right past third, and the Tigers start off with the man on. So Horton gets a single. The pitcher spot for the Tigers is now 2 for 3. And a chance now for Stanley. Stanley is 0 for 3. Infield a double play. Horton is going to stay where he is. Bosman will go ahead and pitch to Stanley. Fans hoping that he can come through with a big hit. Bosman, 4-4, strikeout 10. That will miss. Stanley, 2-5. It's a fly out to center. That'll be handled by Unser, and Unser will make the grab for the out. Next batter is Tresh. Tresh only a 211 hitter, but he is one of their. But he is in left field for this game. But he had 474 at bats. They would let him hit. I do look at the at bats too to see how many times they batted. Shows me they usually would not be taken out for a pinch hitter, even if they weren't hitting that well. Horton at first base. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 14. Horton stays put. Bosman. 5-3. Walk 5. Ball 4. Bosman walks Tresh. And now a big chance for the Tigers. And the batter is Northrup. Northrup is 0 for 3. Tying runs are on base. Bosman is now tired. Question is, do they bring in a new pitcher for Bosman? And the Senators need this game more than the Tigers do. And he is tired. Where they got left. They got 3 straight lefties coming up too. Yeah, they would take him out. Bosman's going to come out of the game. That will be it for him. And the Senators will bring in their best lefty, and that's going to be Daryl Knowles. 9 wins, 2 losses, 13 saves, a 2.25 ERA. Knowles has got to pitch for 3 straight lefties, Northrup, Cash, and Matchik. They will bring him in. So Knowles will come on to pitch here with runners at first and second. 3-1 Senators, bottom of the 8th. But they're going to go with Knowles, and it makes sense. Fans here at Tiger Stadium hoping for a big-time hit. Strategy. Nothing on the 18. Knowles will go ahead and get ready. 1 out here, bottom of the 8th. Knowles. 4-3. Strikeout 4. Got him. Struck him out. He gets Northrup. 2 outs. And now the batter is Cash. Cash will bat. He is 1 for 3. Fans here hoping for something here. The Senators keeping it close. Horton on at second. Tresh on at first. Strategy. Nothing on the 11. Knowles looking in on Cash. Once again, the fans hoping for a big-time hit. Knowles. 1-1. That is a home run result against the lefty. Cash needs a 9, and that's a 20. Cash, 5-2. He hits a deep fly ball to right field. Going back for Nazali. He's at the track. He's at the wall. And he makes the catch. Side retired. Stadium groans. Daryl Knowles pitched Cash a meatball, but he couldn't put the tomato sauce and the cheese on it. It will die at the wall as Brent Allier makes the catch. It stays 3-1. That was a very loud out. After 8, by the way. So no runs, a hit, and a walk for the Tigers. They're still down 3-1. We go to the top of the 9th. Leading off for the Senators will be Dick Smith. He may come out with that 107 average. Tigers need a pitcher first. It's 3-1. They're going to go ahead and bring out. Let's see. They got right coming up. So the Tigers are going to go ahead and bring out Pat Dobson. 5 wins, 10 losses, 9 saves, a 3.59 ERA. Dobson's job is to keep it where it is. Dick Smith is going to come out of the game. They'll make a choice. They'll make a different choice at left field. And coming on to pinch hit is going to be Mike Epstein. 278 average, 30 homers, 85 RBIs. We will see a new left fielder which is probably going to be Lee May. So I will set him. I got to create another section where I know if I'm making a change, so I don't forget to put the player in. So I think it's going to be, I think I'll put it there for now. Lee May will take over in left field, but Mike Epstein will pinch hit, although Lee May could do that too. Actually, does it matter? Nah, Epstein's a better hitter. Dobson will go ahead here. Dobson will pitch, top of the ninth, 3-1. Dobson, 2-1, hit by pitch, plunk, ouch, he hit him. Dobson goes ahead and hits Epstein, and that's the first hit batter of the game. So that puts Epstein on at first. The batter now is Casanova. Casanova's 0 for 3. Infield is at double play. Strategy rolls are now off. Dobson, 6-4. Against a righty, it's a home run result. Against a righty, Casanova needs a 2, but the 11 is too high. Casanova, 1-2. Instead, he grounds it to second. 3-3-4. Second base pivot. Magic to 0. A 1-4. It's a double play. And again, it's a 6. So Epstein will go to second base, and the only play was the first. Cannot turn double plays today. And the runner will move. We'll see a pinch hitter for Darryl Knowles as he will come out of the game. The Senators will go to the bench, and they're going to bring out Hank Allen, 277 average, a homer, 17 RBIs. Hank Allen will pinch it against Dobson. The infield is back, 3-1 Senators. Tigers trying to clinch the postseason, but the Senators trying to stay alive. Dobson, 1-4, strikeout, got him on a 2. 2 outs. And now the top of the order for the Senators. Here's Brinkman. Brinkman is 0 for 3 with a walk. Dobson, fans here at Tiger Stadium, hoping that Dobson can keep it where it is, but the Tigers have not been able to really figure out Sen's pitching. Dobson, 1-4, strikeout 5, called strike 3 on Brinkman, and the inning is over. Dobson gets the job done. Nothing across except a hit batter. Once again, you just don't see managing like this on all those other channels. And it is still 3-1 going in the bottom of the ninth. But will we see some ninth inning magic? Lee May will take over in left field. And I do not have to change the helper card. It's the same. Although Lee May, though, has a little better range and error rating. So now Lee May will take over in left for the Senators. And now we'll see what the Senators want to do. Coming on to pitch for the Senators is going to be their closer for this game, and that's going to be Dennis Higgins. 10 wins, 9 losses, 16 saves, a 3.48 ERA. Dennis Higgins coming in to try to close the game to keep the Senators alive. Tommy Matchik is the leadoff batter for the Tigers. And Matchik is at second base. And he is going to hit. He, I think, is going to hit, or will he? Matchik is 1 for 3. I don't know what happens with the pitcher coming up. Do I let him hit? He's still very good. He's good at Matchik's at second base. You know what? I'm going to let him hit. He actually hits righties better. Tommy Matchik will bat against Dennis Higgins here to start the bottom of the ninth. 3-1 Senator lead. Higgins trying to wrap the game up for the Sens to keep their season alive. Higgins, 4-3, error on a throw. Matchik, 3-3. That's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Brinkman. His error rating is a 6. That's a 20. He won't make the throwing error. He will throw it over to first, and that is out number 1. Next up is Freehand. Freehand is 0 for 3, although Chuck Rawlings thinks he belongs in the Hall. I wouldn't even finance it. Higgins, 2-4. Wild pitch. That's a blank. Freehand, 3-1. Freehand gets a base hit. He hits one to right field. So Freehand makes me eat my words on that one. And the tying run coming to the plate. And that's going to be Don Wirt. Wirt is the tying run. He is 0 for 3, though. Wirt's third base. And, I think he hits. Don Wirt will go ahead and hit. Recently passed away. Infield at double play depth. Maybe the ghost of Don Wirt can help him out. Freehand on it first. 3-1 Senators. Strategy rolls are off. Fans here at Tiger Stadium hoping Wirt gets a hold of one. Higgins with the pitch. 3-1. That's a pitcher result, but that 9 is too high. Wirt. 5-5. It's a ground ball to first. 3-3-3. Shortstop pivot Brinkman +1. A 1-4. The ball game is over. And it is. Picked up there by Howard. Howard's got it. Throws to Brinkman. Brinkman pumps once, pumps twice, throws to first. That's your game. The Senators stay alive. Stadium groans. No runs and a hit. And the Washington Senators keep their very slim playoff hopes alive. They will beat the Tigers tonight 3-1. And pretty much Frank Howard did it all on his own with a little bit of help from Dick Bosman. Big win for the Senators. They stay alive against the Tigers. Final line score coming up. For the Senators, 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. For the Tigers, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error. The winning pitcher is Dick Bosman will get the win. Mike Kilkenny gets the loss. Knowles a hold. Higgins a save. But even though Bosman a heck of a game, the player of the game has got to be Frank Howard, hitting 2 bombs and getting all 3 RBIs for the Senators. The Senators will now go to 80-76. The Tigers now drop to 86-70. Still very much mathematically alive. But we're not done. 10-minute ticker is next. Well, it looks like FastScore will have to decide for the Tigers, unless I can get one more game with them. And if I have to, I probably will with the final week coming up. But a good game nonetheless. 3-1 game, not too bad. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. And it really isn't a 10-minute ticker anymore, probably more along the lines of a 2-minute ticker. As we've now completed pretty much the 3 days per 1 day of baseball, now it's going to be 1 day per 1 day of baseball through the final week, which means the postseason will start if there's no problems in between. The postseason will start next Friday with game 1 of the National League Wild Card Series. We got to find out yet who's going to be in it. So the Senators keep their hopes alive with a 3-1 win against Detroit. Now let's go ahead and see. All right, how the rest of the league will follow. We'll start with the games that don't mean anything. Kansas City and the White Sox. Let's see. Kansas City 5-42. and that is 3. White Sox 824, and that is also 3. They will go to extras. Kansas City rolls a 5 plus 0. White Sox roll a 1 plus 0, and that will be a win for the Royals. Baltimore at Cleveland is meaningless. The Orioles have already clinched home field throughout. Orioles 1465, and that's 9. Indians 222, and that is 1. And that is a win for the Orioles. Let's see here. Pretty much everything else now has some meaning. Yankees at Boston. With the Tigers losing, a win here by the Boston Red Sox, and their record is 3-2 on the board, but a win here by the Boston Red Sox will clinch second place in that division, which means they will have pretty much the number 3 seed. They would play the American League West champion. So Boston's magic number is now a 1 with Detroit losing. So a Boston win here, they are second place. Yankees 555. That is 5. And of course, the Yankees are already out. Red Sox 1166. That is 10. The Boston Red Sox clinch second place in the American League East, and they will be the number 3 seed. So the Red Sox do clinch second. They cannot do any worse. So now the Tigers cannot get second place. They've got to get third, and they got a lot of way to go here. Senators, pretty much Detroit's got to collapse. So that happens there. California at Oakland. The Athletics are 1 game back of Minnesota. California 651, and that is 4. Athletics 1342, and that's 5. The A's will get that win, but now we go to Minnesota at Seattle. A Minnesota win, the Twins stay 1 game ahead. Twins 1722, and that is 3. Pilots 941, and that's 4. The Pilots will beat the Twins, which means now Oakland and Minnesota are now tied. Astros and the Reds. The Reds are under 500 at this time. Houston is at 500. They need to win to still get back above 500 in order to feature anything against the Dodgers. Astros 826, and that is 3. Reds 1243, and that is 5. That game belongs to the Reds. So the Astros are now under 500, at least for now. Philadelphia at Pittsburgh. The Pirates have taken third from the Cardinals. They have not clinched a playoff berth yet. The Cardinals are a game and a half back of the Pirates. Can the Pirates continue to hold on to third place? It's a doubleheader against Philadelphia. Phillies 763, and that is 6. Pirates 1153, and that is also 6. They will go to extras. Philadelphia rolls a 2 plus 0. Pirates roll a 4 plus 0. The Pirates win the first one. Game number 2. Philadelphia 564, and that is 6. Pirates 17-23, and that is 4. And they will split the twin bill. So the Pirates will stay right where they're at, a game and a half ahead of the Cardinals. I believe at least they think they do, right? 90 plus 60. They won 1 and lost 1. Yeah, so they're still a game and a half ahead of the Cardinals for third. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, it's always Thursday. No game scheduled for tomorrow night. It is a travel day. The final week of the 1969 season will begin. We now have to choose a game for the 26th. Let's take a look and see what we have here, guys. We've got Detroit at Boston. It's an important game for the Tigers. The Red Sox have already clinched, but we just did the Tigers. Kansas City and the White Sox, no. Baltimore and the Yankees, no. California and Oakland, no. Minnesota, Seattle, no. I really don't want to put any teams that are not in it on the board. Cleveland and Washington, no. Padres, Atlanta, no. Astros, Reds, that is an important series, but no. Right now, both teams are under 500. Giants and the Dodgers, that's a big game. Cubs and the Pirates is a big game. Let's see. The better matchup is Gaylord Perry versus Don Sutton. The Giants are 1 game back of Atlanta. The Dodgers are 4.5 back of Atlanta. The Dodgers did not play tonight. Let's see. Fergie and Ellis or Giants and Dodgers. I'm thinking either Giants or Dodgers, Cubs or Pirates is what I'm thinking for. I'm not going to do Detroit at Boston because the Tigers, we just played them. So I'm thinking San Francisco at the Dodgers or the Cubs or the Pirates. So let's roll for that. Let's roll for those two. I don't think you care which one comes up. So Giants and Dodgers will be black. Cubs and Pirates will be white. If it's a tie, I will re-roll. What game we going to do tomorrow night? It is a 4, so San Francisco Dodgers is a 4. Cubs and Pirates is a 6. We will be going back to Forbes Field for a big game between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Cubs still trailing the Mets by a half game. The Pirates a game and a half of the Cardinals. A very big game in the National League East. Cubs and the Pirates. It'll be Fergie Jenkins going for the Cubs and Doc Ellis for the Pirates. That should be a pretty good matchup, I think. Cubs, Pirates, Fergie and Ellis, Thursday night as we begin the final week. Be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys Thursday night. The Washington Senators keep their very slim playoff hopes alive. Senators beat the Tigers 3-1. The final week of the 1969 season is coming up next.